Alright, we're back. How are we all doing? The Game Wolf plays the Metroid, that which is super. It's the grudge match of the century, or the millennium. Samus v Ridley. The main event of the game. Oh my gosh, they said he was too big. He's just the right size. Just the right size, baby. Prepare for that one. Now, spoilers, I win, but I mean, like, would it be a video if I'd lost? Let's put it there. I guess the real question is, do I die? That's what you should be asking yourself. Otherwise, you're just going all through Lower Norfair, and then the last video would be the end of the game. So, yeah, let's enjoy that. There's still there's at least one good item to get. That's pretty much why it's the last item you get, because it's too good. You may as well just win, because you got bragging rights from this sucker. Even though technically you do need it, so it's like they incorporate it into the level design. Still, we can come up with new things. It's going to take me a bit to get down here. It's like you go to Norfair, and there's another elevator that takes you even lower. Hence, Lower Norfair, right? Music there is pretty tight, too. So we all say, so say we all. Down to the lava place, with more lava than you can shake a lava stick at. Magmatically. Yes. Let me just run to the villa. Underhill. Yeah, like, it should just be shoving in some Sonic music every time I make Samus run. For any of you clippers out there. Wow, we got clippers? Yeah, you can actually clip stuff, but like, I don't know. It's not really called for, it's just for moments you like, that you want to point out to me. Or something, because otherwise, I don't know, dude. It's good for like, it's like a timestamp, more advanced if you think about it. I don't even know if people get credit for clips, like, in terms of monetization or whatnot. I don't think so. Anyway, let's go over this way now. Since I do have the grappling beam in which to go over the lava place. But wait, who needs the grappling beam? Check out this shit. That's right. Who gives a fuck? I am the space jumper. In my space whiteys. Oh yeah. Boxers or briefs? I say both. Boxer briefs. That's right. They're comfortable and snug. Sponsored by... Game of Play is sponsored by Quality Underpants. Listen, do not doubt the veracity of a good material for your undies. Anyway, we have to go inside Ridley's cave mouth. Actually, there's another Ridley cave mouth too. You know, for effect. Anyway, yeah, this may look intimidating, but yeah, as long as you have Varia plus gravity, you can just screw around in here. But you ain't getting up without the space jump. And just to be absolutely sure, you try wall jumping up there and tell me how that goes for you. And there's not enough room to shine spark either. Or maybe there is. Don't quote me on that. It's probably... I've heard of reverse boss order playthrough, so, I mean, you know, anything's possible. Still, chances are you're not doing it. So, I'm probably correct 99% of the time. Gotta allow for those outliers. You never know what hits you. Bump. 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 Yeah. I like how, down here, it kind of gives me the vibe of a Roman Colosseum. As if somehow Pompeii was stored inside Zibs. Or some shit like that. That's the vibe I get. It's like, Roman Colosseum. Oh, yes. Seahorses are still there, but they're weak as balls now. Because I don't even need missiles for them. Sucks. Ha. Fire jets to stop you and possibly annoy you. Or to just prohibit platforming. Who cares? Alright, there's something we gotta do here. You can tell I forgot, and then I'm like, hey, wait a second. So then I remembered. Can you... You know, I forgot. It's like, wait, let me x-ray scan. It's like, hey, wait a second. What about over here, stupid? Did you notice that there's a statue behind the wall? Let's free it from its prison. There we go. Lift us! Actually, I don't know why, but this is apparently a lava drain mechanism. Yeah, I'm not sure how I thought that was going to go down, but okay.
Now you can go down even further than before. Past the vaulted door, impossible things that Samus has never seen before.
There's a lot of things to bomb, like, there's still, like, room for, like, morph ball level design, too, here. Possibly to make use of the spring ball, and more of it. So, I expect you to use your spring ball down here. Yeah, trying to use your spring ball and your space jump, it's like, damn, we got, like, the best of both worlds here. Pretty bouncy. Get the missile now. Yep. Oh, but hey, we still have a mini-boss. Did you know? Hey, it's a statue. It hit me. Yep, this guy's back. It's the Golden Teresa. He's going to take a lot more punishment. But, hey, I got a technique for it. Well, first of all, if you try to shoot missiles at him, he will just, like, side dash you after... Yeah, see, like that? He's, like, dodging them. However, if you try to throw a super missile at him, he like, catches it and throws it back at you. Usually my solution to that is just to keep throwing more at him until he's about to actually throw the first one at me. And that's pretty much how it's going to go. But you don't want to use it too much. Like, I still need, you know, my super missiles for Ridley, don't I? You know it, friend. But no, it's not too bad. It's just intimidating, because you're not expecting him to be like, I'm gonna counter your moves, bitch! And it's like, oh. Oh no, he's becoming less gold. I guess you'd have to in order to rust. Yeah, see, like that, just diagonally right in his abdomen. That seems pretty appropriate, right? Come on, buddy. Come on and jump. Jump around. It's not even so much that I want to be hit. It's just, I feel like it takes... Taking the initiative to just hit him as fast as possible works better. There we go. Don't worry, I'll get my super missiles before all is said and done. I will want them anyways. Anyway, last major item, the screw attack. Because screw you, that's why. Also, aren't you a website somewhere? And possibly a forum community? And some other shit? That hosted the AFGN? And other stuff? Yeah. Probably back when GameSpy was still a thing. Back when websites were websites and they just did kind of whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Wish people embraced, like, websites more, but I'll still have video games, so maybe it's not too bad after all. So yeah, the screw attack is basically, you're just overpowered now. So every time you space jump, you'll just hit everything. Just with the full force of your body. It's not to say that you're invincible, but you're damaging everything as you're doing this. Or at least going through some things that would otherwise phase through you. Or something like that. And you'll need them for the yellow variety of space pirates, which, you know, now thinking back on it, you know, they're probably just golden space pirates then. That'd make the most sense in my mind, considering they're the highest tier. Other than the one that's even higher than that, you know. But don't you worry about that. Oh yeah, and I can kill these guys now. Just to demonstrate how powerful it is. So we're still teaching you late into the game. I kind of like that. Like having late game tutorials for like late game equipment. That's kind of cool.
That's just kind of hot.
Oh no, I'm sad because I'm flying. Alright, now, I think I did waste a little bit of time, but I eventually figured out how I'm supposed to get around Anyway, you can go through pillars. I think the lava's going to end up going up all the way if I don't go through fast enough. So, yeah. Anyway, you're probably wondering, how did I not figure it out before? Well, my stupid ass thought it was lower than it really is. The key to getting over to the left part and into the fabled Mickey Mouse room is to actually go all the way up to the top. Seriously. I don't know how that didn't occur to me, considering I was just doing that to get super missiles earlier, but... Yeah, see? It's like, oh yeah, there's nothing there. I'm not looking. But no. Should really... Yeah, and then I'm gonna just, like, do this, and... Feels kind of stupid, so I guess I'm gonna cover some other topics of conversation, such as, you know, what do you think of this game? I think it's the bestest. I'd be surprised if anyone disliked it other than someone who's not really good with the genre, which is actually pretty fair. I'm just saying, it's the pinnacle. It's like, it's more in the level design, but, you know, the gameplay is so good, too. So, I mean, that helps to transfer over when other people are making other levels, because it's like, you know, you still got good mechanics. Although I've seen a lot of mechanics get modified for this game, too, so when we get to things like that, where, you know, they hack in different moves in the Samus, I gotta really know what some of those are. I might have to have like just a list somewhere of all the special moves I'm gonna need to actually get through some of these hacks. Just the one though, for the one I did for Super Metroid Legacy, which I'm gonna bring back. Super Metroid Legacy is like one of the oldest Super Metroid hacks that just has different level design. So it's a vanilla hack, the levels are different, but it works well enough. It's very good. Although the one I will probably do, because it's recommended, is Hyper Metroid, so you can look forward to that at some point. And there's like a whole variety of them. I got like a list out somewhere, and there's like a whole community fan site for people making Super Metroid X, so, you know, I am no shortage. I think that also applies to people making mods for Metroid Fusion and Metroid Zero Mission, I think? Certainly for the NES Metroid, but the only really good NES Metroid hack I know about is that one called Rogue Dawn, because it actually adds a map system, which is freaking awesome. So I'll consider that on the caveat that I play actual NES Metroid first, because otherwise it's not really fair. If I do a mod of something, I like doing the original version first. It's the only way. That said, there's a lot of DOS modding that goes around. I'm trying to remember, before these ROM hacks, it was mostly DOS game modding. Really. In the 90s. It really only took until, like, late 90s for someone to really edit, like, NES games, or just spread that kind of knowledge how to do that. Because there was, like, emulation for DOS, and people were, like, screwing around with shit. It's like, yeah. Although, if you think about the first kind of ROM hack, or at least earliest one, I'm not sure what the oldest one is, but some might say the oldest one would be like Ms. Pac-Man, and I think you're probably right. Older than that, and it's just a matter of, oh look, I made my Pong paddle longer, and I don't really care at that point. I mean, yeah, you can do that, but then what? It's gonna be okay. Oh, right, I can jump into these guys, too. So, screw off, guys! Anyway, I think you have to actually fall down this area, so that is where I learned what went wrong. Could have saved a shit ton of time, but hey, you know, it's all good. It was better. It was better this way in terms of me deciding to separate it, and I feel like I'm going to keep it like that. You know, most of it being like because the length of the ending per se, which could be 5 minutes or something. So you have to take that into account. Yeah, I bet you're wondering, hey, how do you plan out when to do this stuff? Upstate New York? No, I mean, I just do. It's possible I could get interrupted hard enough that I'd have to pause, but I always try to make sure I have, like, about half an hour of space. beyond that may require a pause, like if some of the Doom levels I'm doing actually take an hour, which is very possible. And it's not for lack of trying. I mean, if they're just that big, then they have to take that long. You don't want to, like, rush something like that because, you know, you're not understanding why they made the levels that big. And if they're that big, you have to spend time on them. And that's the fair way to do it for me. And in situations like that, I will probably pause while recording. You'll be like, oh, he had to go take a potty break. I'm like, yeah. Oh, Mr. Yellow Man. He doesn't know. He has the yellow plan. Yes, he uses the yellow pages in order to get Samus's number. It's 555 ARAN. That's her number. Shh. The better question is how I do this without having to worry about, like, saying the wrong things. That's a great fucking question. Years of practice! Although that was well before I did this YouTube stuff, so... I kind of figured that shit out well before I was ever even a teenager, so... How, you say? Well, first I practiced by making sure I wasn't just cursing all the time. Now I can, within reason and context, so... But that was, like... I mean, I guess when you're in your adulthood, it's like, who cares anymore? Apparently nobody. That's kind of a relief. Because doing things like that kind of unleashes the stress. Or not unleashes, whatever, counters the stress. Whatever you want, you know, it's not up to me. It's not up to Samus Aran either. So yeah, that was the fabled Mickey Mouse room. Now you saw how I got in there. Now all is well, we can move on with our lives. It's quite silly now that I realized I do it now, but hey, sometimes the only way to double check is to just go back the wrong way to see what you're doing. Although that whole shit is kind of optional too, but still, you get more out of the game. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh no, I've checked every room in the map. No. No, we can't be doing shit like that way, because if I was doing it like that, then I'd be like in the criteria area, constantly shine sparking up to the sky to fill the map in. I'm like, I don't want to do that, so I don't. Not to say it's hard, it's just really not necessary. I mean, you're not getting credit, are you? Are you like one of those cheapo persons? Not that there's anything wrong with cheapos. Within reason! That's the whole problem with them. Dun 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 dun. Lava in my feet. It's okay. Why is the energy of the screw attack like greenish? Also, I mean, if the screw attack is not a spin dash, I don't know what is. I mean, you have the morph ball, then you have this, which is still another spinning around in a circle kind of thing. What's the deal with that? Why would it not just be like a morph ball doing a screw attack anyway? I don't really know. Okay, so the lava's gonna start going up, and you're not gonna like it! That's okay. I just figured it out by just screwing myself upwards, so it's alright. See, now I got plenty of room to outrun this shit. I gotta say, something about Nintendo and lava levels making the lava always go up to the ceiling kind of bugs me. You see me do it in New Super Mario Bros. It's like, yeah man, stop that. So I stopped. Okay, now this is the Samus who I've been waiting for. And there's rocks up here. Yeah, woo. That's the kind of shit I want. So check this out. Your X-ray's not going to reveal that there's a goddamn thing over there. But you can just waltz through there. No explanation. No explanation! Just walk through the wall. It's cool. I guess you do have kind of a hint that you'd have to get from there from somewhere. Just not exactly how, but I think there was like a trick like that before, and I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, yeah, so you can just walk through it. Yeah. Hey, we got red versions of these guys. They actually take a decent amount of plasma hits. Dun dun. Anyway. I'm not gonna actually go through with that. That'll be when I'm done. I just thought I'd show that wall. At least while I still have my energy. And also, actually, I should be going down here. So let's do that. Just for missiles. Yep. Bounce. See, I still have use for Spring Ball. You thought it was pointless. Ha! Yeah. Bouncing up. Although, I could probably make it without the Spring Ball, but it just feels good doing it. You know, I got the spring to my spring. You get sprung! Samus be around. The other brothers can't deny my circular abilities. Alright. Let's come around this way. Let's be mindful in case we have to fall through something. I had a suspicion, so I just decided I'm going to screw attack and not even risk it. But wait, clearly there's something behind all that. Yes, there is. Sure there is. Oh, I like how I can check it that way without even actually touching it. That's good. Without even stopping the X-ray, I'm just bouncing around and getting to where I think I'm supposed to be going. Okay, that sounds correct. Going down through the doors under my feet. Power bombs. Ah, okay. It's not unusual to crush your ground beneath your toes. Oh boy, the Poe Whir Bomb. I've been waiting for ages. There's one more power bomb to get, unless that was the last one, but yeah. Getting out stuff! And we still got 2 energy tanks. They must be around, I can't imagine. So this is weird, because I wasn't aware you could just kill this guy. But he's in the way. Obviously, I should be able to go in the mouth. But I didn't understand how I was supposed to do it. Then I'm like, oh wait. I did just get power bombs. That was actually my clue. Is that there's power bombs just before this area. I guess, but yeah. I wasn't even aware you could kill them that way. I never really had a reason to, other than freeze them so they could just temporarily stop. So, you know. That'll help me in the future. When I have to deal with these assholes and they're blocking me in some other kind of way. This is me double checking my route. I'm like, no, that's not right. That's not how that happened. What do you think I am, the Prince of Persia? The Princess of Persia, haha. Doo-doo. Yeah, X-ray vision's not gonna tell you either. Isn't that great? Look, it's been a while since I've been down here. Sometimes I forget. There we go. All else fails, try every weapon you got. And yes, you can make it too dark down here. I'm not gonna risk that. There we go. Woo. Okay, well I got rid of one, so sure. Energy Tanko. Oh, wait. The background just darkened anyway. Well, I don't even know if that makes a difference then. Especially if I could just move up here anyway. And that part, like those platforms are still lit up, so it's okay. Samus likes to go down into the ground. That's what we like to say to me and face. Come on down to Samus's Metroid Emporium. We've got all kinds of Metroids. We've got big ones, small ones, and adult size, Queen Metroids, Omega Metroids, Alpha Metroids, Zeta Metroids. We've got all kinds. I'm gonna use that joke if I do Samus 2. Dun, dun. Not sure how I feel about the remake. It's more like whatever problem I have with Dread, but Dread's thing is similar to Fusion's problem, which is like more of a survival horror aspect, which changes the pacing until you can like just destroy them. But I have that kind of thing with the control mechanism in terms of how you're aiming your gun. That kind of makes or breaks it for me. Maybe I can get used to it, but I probably won't, or I probably won't care. I'm going down! I'm going all out! Look at these, like, weird clay doll statues. This might be where the war cast went. Yeah, the military Chezo cast. It's probably down here originally. Wouldn't that make a bit of sense? Also, why is it that, like, in the Metroid series, Chozo are just like, yeah, we just, like, literally made everything happen? It's like, okay. We're responsible for everything. It's kind of like the Guardians of the Green Lantern franchise, where they're literally responsible for everything good and bad. It's like, what? I would just put you in the lid and forget this never happened. Power bombs are us. That's the last power bomb. I did it. Maximum power bomb. Maximum power! It's not wave race. There we are. Ah, a tricky dicky situation. Bit of an icky wicket. There we are. Super missile in there. There's something else I gotta do before I fight Ridley, which is gonna take a little bit. We got these guys, the minions. So, I'm not quite sure what determines their pattern or whatnot, but I do know this. When they turn yellow, it's time to hit them. And I would just screw attack all long day and try to like change up my movements to kind of coax them into doing it. Other than that, yeah, we good. And don't worry about losing too much health here. In the next two areas, you can just reload like everything you got. So that's how I'm gonna get my super missiles and pretty much everything. Also, what are these hanging, like, are these like TV monitors? This is how they've been, you know what, this is probably how Ridley's been checking up on me. Most likely. Come on, guys. You ain't got what it takes. Except you somehow have infinite arms to throw at me. That's like some Namekian bullshit. Don't you be doing that. What do you think you are? We're the Space Pirate Bros. Do. Yeah. This is the Hammer Brothers fight for Samus. There we go. Wow, it like reflects back off the both of them and it just kept going back and forth. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, front flip, because we're badass. That's right, we're just like you. Only cooler. Ha 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 ha.
Well, they're gonna have to die eventually because I want to do a boss fight and you're getting into my way. Like the most elite of space pirates. If not for the fact they're gonna get fucking clobbered when this is over. Oh, and they do respawn, but I only need to kill them just to open the one door on the left. So on the way back, they're just annoying. They mean nothing.
Yeah, pirate kick, pirate punch, pirate toss, pirate kick,
etc.
super move.
You know, if they knew any better, I don't wonder why did they even leave themselves up for that moment, but okay. Alright, the big thing is that I want my super missiles. My super missiles are going to shut down Ridley super fucking hard. Your other option is to use your charge beam with the plasma thing, because it technically does more damage, you just have to load it up. And that's good if you're just working on, like, aiming at them one at a time. But if you're good at aiming like me, you just, like, clobber them with super missiles, so, I mean, yeah. There's a number of ways to go about it, I'm sure. I found my groove. These things are interesting, I don't know what they are. They're like drones or something. Huh. You know, this room was like a callback to those Kraid rooms before Kraid, except now they're magenta and designed specifically for Ridley.
Lots of magenta in this game. Maybe in the next we can have cyan and yellow. Actually, we did kind of have cyan. Not so much yellow. There hasn't been a desert in the Metroids. We can change this.
I mean, I've seen a desert area in Castlevania stuff, so... No, actually in Bloodstained, but yeah. You know, that kind of game style thing. Come get some! That's what I'm talking about. Give me my missile. Give me them supers. It's all I'm missing today. I can go forward without maxing out the power bombs. I just really, really gotta max out those super missiles. Boop. Samus is here. Samus wants your number and the numbers on your credit card and those 3 wacky digits on the back of it. Samus likes identity theft, didn't you know? Actually, no, that's something Ridley would do. Ridley would totally go for identity theft. Holy shit. It's like, ha ha ha. Ridley's just an asshole. You know this. Sorry, we keep coming back for more because he's an asshole to the point of comedy. That's probably why people like his character. It's just like, haha! It's like he's proud of himself being an asshole. It's like, woo! It's like he has no delusions as to what he is. He knows goddamn well what he is. All right. But one more room into the concoction, and that's how I felt by power bombs. Is those blue orb guys? So yeah, fine, he said. I have a door to open with my muscles. I'll just use it for missiles, and then just get them back, even though I really don't need to go that far, but, you know, Game Wolf is nothing but crazy prepared. Alright, yeah. Coming prepared. I planned for this. I planned for all of this. Deliberately so. Haha. Okay. Are you ready? On the right, Samus Aran, standing at 7 foot 1 inch and weighing at 300 pounds, 220 of all muscle and like 80 of the armor, and Ridley weighing in at like 2,000 or so and being like fucking 20 foot tall. It's the match of the century. Let's get ready to rumble! He likes this pogo motion. Oh yeah. Get really good use out of the space jumping in terms of getting up there to hit him. You're probably wondering how I can aim so goddamn precisely, or where I want to hit him. But yeah, I'm not quite in the pattern yet, but the pattern makes it so beautiful and so sweet. You'd wonder why I'd ever had trouble with this guy at all. It's basically because I'm just trying to mess with his AI. I don't know how I could explain it to you. And it's like, you know, he's trying to hit you in a particular way, and you just kind of coax him. Piss him off. Do what it takes. At a certain point when he's done, he'll just grab you in a last-ditch effort, but that'll be the end of him. Oh, Ridley. You were too big for Smash, but you're not too big for my heart. And then you went into Smash anyway, because the fans demand it. Maybe next Smash we get a Waluigi, or there'll be like rides or something. It's like, dude, it's just the game. Actually, my whole thing was all the DLC happening. I'm just like, that's it. I can't do the DLC anymore, you know. I'm sure maybe they probably would. Like, that's like the swan song. There we go. Hey. Cool. So here's his event door. It's to get the final item of the game, which is the last energy tank, actually. Also, as an Easter egg, if you look in this room, you'll see this is where he, like, you know, freed the baby. I don't know why I took him all the way down here to do it, but I guess it was just a matter of, like, training it or harvesting it from down here. We don't know where it went since. It's doing something. Obviously.
But just like, a Metroid I can use to conquer. There's just one left. We're gonna need it.
And then, you know, one Metroid's enough to clone the shit out of it so you can, like, make haste with everything. See you next time when I finish the game.